Okay, we are here with the sixth person voted out of iSurvivor 37. Everybody, please put your hands together for the one and the only Queen Nay. Yay! Cheers, 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 cheers. Nay, how are you?
I'm good.
How have you been? Since your tribe had to ask you to walk the plank.
Um, I've been good, a little relieved, honestly.
Was the game a lot of? Was the game what you expected?
Was it what I expected? I want to say yes and no. Yes. Um, with the tribals and the tribes and things like that, and no, because of the whole losing thing. So yeah,
Didn't expect to lose all that much, right?
yeah.
So I guess let's start back when the game started. Your cast for the game. I remember you were super nervous. You were like counting down a little bit, like, oh my God, a week from now I'm gonna have to play this game. And then the day before you were like, oh my goodness. So once the game started, it really felt like you were managing well, with like the although you were in minority with Anthony Vogt, do you think that started your game off a little rocky?
I feel like with the whole Anthony vote, it kind of set the tone for how the tribe would be. Um, if they already trying to blindside people on the first day, like they've been trying to blindside people the whole game.
And
So,
so at the start of the game, you found yourself in a four-person alliance with Benji, Missy, and Anthony, right?
mhm.
And then Anthony gets voted out. And then Missy becomes a target, and everybody votes Missy out. Then, because Benji's captain and it's more difficult to get Benji out of the game, it could have easily been you voted out right after Missy. So what do you think happened? What did you do to you pretty much changed the course of history, because history could have easily repeated itself, and then the next viable person who was in that alliance could have been voted out, which would have been you, and that did not happen. So tell me what happened in your stance in the game that made you survive.
I feel like painting a target on Bobby was better for me because I probably figured it was going to be me going soon anyway, just because of the whole alliance and the lies that was being spread saying I started the alliance or whatever. So I figured it was gonna be me. But everybody was, getting irritated with Bobby. So I was just like, maybe Bobby might be the one that we should get out, just to keep myself in the game. And then yeah, same thing with Megan, like just trying to, well, not with Megan, but with Bobby mainly, I was painting him as a target so that way I
Mm-hmm.
could keep myself safe.
Yeah, and then once Bobby goes, which, at least from a viewer perspective, at least at the start of the episode, it wasn't something that was expected. Like at the start of episode 3, you wouldn't really predict Bobby being the one getting their torch snuff. But as you watch the episode and you see how it plays out, you see the demise coming. It's epic. But then y'all are faced with an individual challenge. Both are forced to go to tribal council, so you're forced to vote off a fourth member. And again, it could have been easily you. They could have just skipped you for the Bobby vote and voted you out afterward. What do you credit surviving and Megan going instead? What do you credit that to?
I will credit that towards Ty. I feel like she tried to swing the vote away from me, and honestly, we didn't hear anything from Megan, so I also think that kind of factored into it. And I wish Megan was online at that time, so that way, we would still be in the game, but she just she went MIA.
You think if Megan was around, that it could have been something different?
Yeah, I feel like it could have.
Now we get to the part where Blackbeard loses another challenge. Y'all are playing capture the flag, and It's just unfortunate. Blackbeard just can't get it together. Did you see it coming when y'all lost? Did you have a feeling like, oh, this is my swan song, y'all?
Yeah, I felt like it was either going to be me, and even Ty said it was going because it was like even short, and you really didn't have time to discuss. And I wasn't gonna be able to make it to tribal, so I was just like, I know it's gonna be me. And that, which at that time I was just like, if it's me, let it be me. I'd rather it be me than them. I know they're gonna be at tribal and trying to fight for them and stuff. Like if it's gonna be me, just let it be me.
Did you ever consider, even though you weren't going to be there? I mean, maybe it would have been different had you been able to be present, right? But did you consider? I'm not really sure all the conversations that happened there, and obviously a lot happened. Excuse me. But did you consider like making, and maybe you did do this, just correct me if I'm wrong, right? Pulling Benji and Ty to be like, please force a tie. If those three are voting for me, please have my back, because you guys did have the Coochie chat.
Yeah. I would have liked for that to happen, but I think with it being so crunch in time and nobody knew who they wanted to vote for, it was kind of hard to say, oh, let's make it a tie for them. What would have happened during the tie? Would I still be, the one with all the votes, or would they, vote out the other people? So like, I wish I was there to like gauge that. I wish I had mentioned it, but I was thinking it. I just didn't mention it because they were still trying to figure out who to vote for, and it was a lot within 30 minutes.
It was. So tell me now, looking back, what was a highlight of your experience there?
Honestly, I feel like the whole group chat that I had with Ty and Benji was like the best part of the game. Because me, I don't do like a whole bunch of alliances and talking to a whole bunch of people. I like to stick with my trusted thing. And I trusted Ty out of everybody else the most. So I think meeting them was like the highlight of the game.
Awesome. Now, looking back, what's one of your like regrets? What do you think like you could do differently what would you do differently if you could?
I would probably redo that puzzle comp. 42 minutes to do a 12.
Oh, I remember that. I was like, oh, okay. That wasn't too long ago, but it feels like a long time ago, don't
it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, if in the future production came and was like, hey, Nay, we have a season where we're bringing people back, would you like to play again?
Sure.
Amazing. I love that. So on behalf of myself and Production Nay, I am so grateful for Rocky for following you on Twitter and from the Big Brother the Game universe. You impressed me so much, especially when it looked. I know you don't see the whole like view of the game, but I'm letting you know you could have easily just followed that original alliance out the door. So when you didn't, I was like, yes, Nay, you got this. Go, Nay, go, Nay. And again, maybe if that challenge landed on a different day where it was a little bit longer time to strategize, who knows what could happen. But such is the game, you can't really predict when and where. But I just want you to know you really kicked ass and we were rooting for you, girl.
Oh, thank you.
And we hope you had fun. Any parting words or advice to future players who are going to watch this?
Any advice? I would really just say just bring your personality to it, because that's how you'll like gain your true alliance, is if you bring your personality to it, and then strategize like strategize. Just strategize, y'all. Strategize.
Bring your personality and strategize. Perfect. You heard that, folks? You better listen to Nay. Nay, with that being said, this ends the exit interview. You've been a pleasure, and we hope